Hi, my name is James Shepard with CC Sales Pro, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to make more money selling merchant services. How to make more money selling merchant services. Now, first of all, we can break down all of the money that you make selling merchant services into one of two categories. Category number one is upfront bonus or upfront profits. Category number two is residual income. Okay, so let's talk about those two separately. Now, first of all, in terms of upfront money, it's very important that you get the maximum amount upfront on each deal, okay? So you need to look at each deal independently, and that's really important. That's one of the reasons why it's so good to have a coach. Like at our company, we provide our salespeople with a coach that's experienced in the industry to look at each deal specifically and say, okay, how much revenue do they do? We got to think about your true up, if you have like a profit true up, or how much you're going to make up front on that individual deal, or whatever the compensation structure that you have. You need to understand your compensation structure and how it applies to the upfront bonus on that specific deal. Make sure your minimum pricing guidelines are in place. Make sure you collect a credit card statement. That's going to increase your upfront. So there's a lot of variables in this industry, and one thing I find that is actually kind of frustrating to me in our industry with salespeople is that they really tend to focus on the small things and they tend to neglect the bigger things. And so they'll look at this compensation plan versus this one, and based on this one being, a penny cheaper on one thing, or this one having a slightly better percentage or something, they'll make a decision. But what they fail to recognize is, is this processor going to help me make 20% more sales? Or is this company going to cause my cancellation rate to be twice as high? There's big issues at stake, and you want to be careful about narrowing down to these little minute details and kind of missing the big picture. Now, this week, one thing I'm talking about is Integrity Payment Systems and why I've chosen to partner with them. Coming up on Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern, we're having a big live event to talk about why I've partnered with Integrity and some new improvements and just some incredible program changes that we've made that are going to really help you make more money selling merchant services. And one of the things I keep talking to salespeople about over and over again is that if you get into all the little minute details, you're going to see things about Integrity Payment Systems that you'll think, well, I'm not going to make as much as I would with this company because of this little thing or that little thing. But if you look at the overall big picture, what you're making on the upfront bonus is going to be significantly higher. Overall, your residual, when you look at your cancellation rate and the fact that you're getting better service, over time, you're going to make more money on both, and that's one of the reasons we've partnered with Integrity Payment Systems is that I believe for our sales partners, you're going to make more money over the long run with them than you will with anybody else. But starting with the upfront bonus, you've got to understand how that works in terms of if you have a profit true up, or you might have an option where you say, I don't want any upfront bonus, I just want residual, because you understand that specific deal and how to make money on that. Now again, you've got to talk to somebody that's knowledgeable that can help you understand that. Our company is going to be, basically we're a disinterested party in this because it doesn't matter to us which compensation plan you put them on. We want you to make the most money, so we're going to help you understand that, okay? So, number one, on the upfront bonus, what that's really all about is just simply picking the right plan for that specific account and then making sure you do all the right things to maximize it in terms of pricing, in terms of getting the statement, in terms of targeting the right merchants that are going to give you a lot of upfront bonus money. So that's your upfront bonus. Secondly is residual. Now, residual income basically has two components to that as well. Number one, what is the average residual payment per account? And number two, how long are you going to keep that account, or what's your cancellation rate going to be? In the subscription industry, they call that the churn. What's your churn going to be, okay? So a couple things to keep in mind with this. First of all, you definitely want to be aware of your profitability because that's going to have a major impact on your pricing. You have to recognize that every dollar you save the merchant, that's also a dollar you're removing from the profitability. It's not always a bad thing. You want to give a good deal to your merchant, but you also want to leave some profitability there for yourself because you're building a business. You want to make money, and you're going to be the one that has to go out there and service the account, make sure everything is going well for them. So you've got to be aware of the profitability implications of your pricing if you want to maximize residual income. So you got to be able to look at that. And again, that's one reason you need a coach, somebody that can help you as you're putting these deals together to say, well, hold on a second, don't price it that way, price it this way, because you can still save them money, but it's going to preserve that profitability. And so you need somebody who's experienced who can help you with that. But you got to look at the profitability. And then secondly, make sure you pick a processing company that cares about the merchant, that's going to do the right thing. Because what I found is, usually in that first 3 to 6 month period of time, there's going to be 1 or 2 scenarios, 1 or 2 issues, no matter what processor you put them with, 1 or 2 things is going to come up. And if that situation is handled with integrity, and if that situation is handled correctly, if the right thing is done, you're going to build loyalty with that merchant. It's going to be a moment where they recognize, yes, I had an issue, yes, I had a problem, but this company did the right thing, and so now I can trust them, and they're going to stay with you for a long time. Or the wrong thing's going to happen. They're going to get ignored, or they're going to get put on the back of the list, or nothing is going to happen with resolving their concern, and they're going to cancel and move to somebody else. So while you're sitting there worried about, well, where does this penny go, and where does that penny go, and what if I price it at 7.5 cents instead of 7, and you're worried about all these little nitty-gritty things, what's happening is your portfolio is getting eaten away at a rate of 25-30% a year because you're with a processor that's not serving your customers at all. So most importantly is that churn rate, because someday you're going to want to do something else. You're going to want to retire, or you're going to want to move on to something else, and you're going to have this residual income. Hopefully you're going to have 7, 8, 9, 10,000 or more in residual income. I have salespeople right now that have over $20,000 a month in residual income from merchant services. And you're going to have that book of business. And let me tell you something. When you get to that point, you're not going to care about whether or not the Schedule A cost was 1 penny higher or half a cent higher on the PIN debit cost, or if the, whatever. You're not going to care about any of that. You know what you're going to care about? What's the cancellation rate? How long am I going to get to keep that $15,000 a month before all my accounts are gone because the processor made them so upset that they left? So one of the reasons we've partnered with Integrity Payment Systems is that we wanted you to have the best deal possible to make the most money up front, and also have a deal where on the back end you have a processor that's actually servicing your accounts, actually doing the right thing for the customer, so you don't lose all of your accounts to cancellation and churn. So if you want to know how to make more money in merchant services, you got to focus on the upfront bonus on each sale and the residual. Get that full picture. Have a coach that can help you understand, an industry professional that can help you understand the implications for your income on these deals, and make sure your long-term profits are protected with good customer service through a company like Integrity Payment Systems. My name is James Shepard. Thanks so much for watching this. Hope you have a great day. Don't miss this coming Monday, April 6th, right? April 6th or April 7th, I can't remember. Anyway, coming up Monday, 7 o'clock. I believe it's April 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss that. It's a live event you're not going to want to miss. I've got a special guest I'm interviewing, and you're going to want to make sure that you click the link below this video so you can go ahead and sign up for that live event. Thanks so much. Have a great day.